Hello everyone and welcome back to Court Climbs. This is episode 1 of the new River Gorge Files, a series designed to help show you crags and routes around the New that you might want to climb at. At the beginning of each episode, I'll list the crags that will be featured. For episode 1, we'll primarily take a look at Second Buttress and the Beauty Mountain area, as well as a little bit of Sandstonia. Second Buttress is one of the 4 buttresses located in the upper meadow. In one of my last trips to the New, I commented that no one was parking on the highway anymore, and that's because they just installed a new, closer parking lot, and you're not supposed to park on the highway. Jed and I thought that we'd been to Second Buttress before, but as we hiked in, we realized we'd always gone left to 0 and First Buttress instead of going right. We didn't exactly know where the friends we were meeting up with were, but it became very clear when we saw Shane's trademark cowboy hat lying at the base of a tree that the crew was close by. Besides Jed and I, we've got Shane, Nick, Claire, and Sophia. Shane set himself up on the 100-foot 5-7 route, 2 routes to the right called Ferroviary. A group of climbers rolled up, and one of them, Oscar, had watched some of my videos before, and we took turns alternating with our group on the route. While some of them climbed, Sophia and I did a little mini photo shoot for the limited edition Court Climbs hats I'm making to celebrate 3 years of the channel. I'm super stoked on these, and if you'd like to get one for yourself, check out the link in the description. But enough about hats, back to more pressing matters.
Oh yeah, I can go to the bottom. Yeah.
Oh! You're gonna crush the chips if you
I can't get my hand.
I can't fit my hand inside a Pringle can.
I just got off of a 5.8 on the far right hand side, super cruisy, super fun. Now I'm gonna get on a 10A to the left of it, and I just really like the name. It's called Frog Hunt.
We were trying to get this ready to top rope without having people swing out when they fall. We're right by that crack area up there, and I grabbed onto it to try to put the rope back in, and it just came out.
Alright, Nick, can you tell me about what you're about to climb?
I'm about to hop on Starry to 12A at Third Buttress Upper Meadows. Yeah, I just want to get farther than I did last time. Got to the 3rd. That was like 2 years ago.
Your hat, sir.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
So I've been getting a lot of questions lately about how you film things so that they look good, and so I just thought I'd show you guys one technique that I use. It's really simple. So basically what you want to do is just find some leaves, and instead of just doing a shot like this, just position the leaves just slightly in front, and it just adds texture, and make sure they're very natural. Very natural. On the hike back, we stopped in the river to cool off a bit. That night, Sophia and I laid on top of my car and watched the Perseid meteor shower and laughed about science and dinosaurs and how fast the speed of light is, and everything was right in the world. Alright, so the plan is to go to Beauty Mountain. We're going based solely off the name and the fact that someone that was on my podcast, Christy, told me that the 510C brain tweezer there is one of her favorite routes. Jen and I used to be big mountain project people. We didn't have any of the guidebooks, but you gotta get the guidebooks, if nothing else, for the moments like this. This route was given 10B and other guides and credited to Gus Glitch, but he didn't do it.
Best short sentence in that book.
So the wall we went in search of was called Garbage Wall. according to the guidebook, because a bunch of people used to dump trash here, which seemed to be true by the amount of bottles and rusted out cans lying around. It also, however, seemed to be in reference to the kind of trash conditions of the routes. We've made it out to Garbage Wall, and we've realized that almost every route we came out here to do, the bolts have either been chopped, or the anchors are missing, or a bolt is missing, and the lowest grades we can climb are 2 10Cs that look, quite frankly, very difficult. I tried to climb one route and basically had Jed drag me up a couple bolts before I bailed, and we spent about 30 minutes trying to fight to get our gear back off the wall using our clip stick. Completely unrelated, if you have a video of how to unclip drawers using the triangular clip stick, let me know. Send it my way. With a frustrating start to our morning, we trudged over to a supposedly more promising crag in Beauty Mountain called the Brain. Okay, so we got done with the 5-9 on the left side of the Brain crag area, and I was just feeling really, honestly, just mad and frustrated and upset and tired. I don't know what was going on, but Jed wasn't feeling good either, and so we literally just laid down on the ground and took a nap for like an hour, and now we're gonna try this Brain Tweezers route that's a 510C. I feel a lot better. Brain Tweezer is a 510C route that's very crimpy and very fun. I'm starting to get to the point in outdoor climbing where I actually want to project things instead of just bouncing from route to route. Brain Tweezer is a route I climbed twice just because of how much I loved it. A very good choice for a potential project in the future, as I hung it this go around. So this route is a 514A, and it just looks impossible. Like, especially this section here, it's as blank as it looks. To round out this trip, I took my friend Alexa to Sandstonia. Alexa is very new to outdoor climbing, so we hopped on a couple of 5-6 routes to just play around and get the hang of things. That evening, we hiked out to the bridge area to view the iconic New River Gorge Bridge. A lot of people just view the bridge from the Canyon Rim Visitor Center, which is beautiful and easily accessible, but I actually prefer the view from the top of the bridge area crag. Alexa and I could not get over the fact that at the Visitor Center, the infographic stated that the height of the arch of the bridge was equivalent to the Washington Monument plus 2 Statues of Liberty plus 20 feet. It's a very memorable fact that I'm not going to be able to forget. And now you're not going to be able to forget it, so you're welcome. The next morning, we parked in the same area as you would for the Beauty Mountain Crag and took the Head House Trail to hike to the Nuttleberg Mine, an abandoned mine last operating in the late 1950s.
Whoa. Whoa.
So this is the entrance to the old Nuttleberg Mine. It's weird because if you stand out here, it's hot, then you just take a few steps back this way, and it's like a gush of cold air. It's really weird. And there's also like a fog. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like a misty fog, and I think it's because of the temperature difference, but it makes it feel really spooky. The hike is about 1.5 miles and fairly steep on the way out, but I think it's worth it if you're looking for something to do on a rest day. Another thing to do on a rest day is to head to the lake, which is exactly what we did afterwards, hanging out on pool floats at the Whippoorwill area. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this area in the future. What crag would you like to see in the next episode of the New River Gorge Files? Let me know in the comments, and please give this video a like if it was helpful to you. As always, thank you so much for watching, and stay hyped.